You have personality. That's the reason why people that love you are drawn to you. Well, guess what? Your voice is your sonic personality. And in the recording studio where there's no live audience to play off of, your personality has to come through the microphone. And that's why I've created these videos on adding personality to your voice. And in today's video, I'm going to highlight one of the most effective and easiest tools you could put in your arsenal. Welcome to the vocal booth. The vocal flip is a controlled break in the voice, moving intentionally from your chest voice to your head voice or your falsetto. It's rooted in centuries-old traditions of yodeling, but in today's music, it has evolved into stylistic choices that cross all genres. You've heard the vocal flip, so today I'm going to highlight some very specific artists using it in very specific ways. The vocal flip adds emotion and dynamic contrast and vocal texture, but it can also brand identify. If I hear somebody using the vocal flip, I might say, hey, that's Alanis Morrissette. Hey, that's the Cranberries. Hey, that's you. And best of all, it's really easy to learn. When you're using the vocal flip, you're moving your voice quickly between chest voice or your lower register and head voice or falsetto or your upper register. The flip in your register creates tension and release, which we as listeners associate with either vulnerability or excitement or raw emotion or just pop style. Starting with a very classic example of the vocal flip, LeAnn Rimes' Blue. Listen to this song. This is a stylized vocal flip. It's like a mini yodel. She uses it as a vocal flourish, meaning a decoration. It's very playful. It's instantly memorable. Let's listen again. The vocal flip helped launch LeAnn Rimes' career. This is what we talk about when we say brand identify. You know that this is LeAnn Rimes. So staying in country music for just another minute, I want to highlight Carrie Underwood's Jesus Take the Wheel because again, using the vocal flip in this song, which was her first hit, helped identify her as an artist.
Jesus, take the wheel, take it from my hand.
Carrie specifically uses the vocal flip where the song requires an emotional release. Her voice cries out,
Jesus, take the wheel.
And then it releases into her head voice, which matches the surrender in the lyrics. It's very soft, it's very vulnerable, it's very authentic to the song's emotion and the song's lyrics. Okay, we're gonna change styles here. This is Teddy Swims' Are You Even Real?
Are you even real? Or did I make you up? How could someone like you wanna give me love?
Totally different genre.
Too good to be true. Tell me, are you? Are you?
It's like a vocal exhale.
Are you?
When he allows the note to flip up into his falsetto, it feels like he's letting go of control emotionally. His voice lets go into the falsetto. He's asking the question, are you even real? The flip fits the song. Okay, so switching from gritty and soulful to pure pop. The Jonas Brothers use very small vocal flips in Love Me to Heaven, really just to add a little bit of style and character.
I could be down, but you love me to heaven. Love me to heaven, baby.
The flip gives the melody a sense of lightness and movement, making the track feel more dynamic without changing the overall energy of the track.
I could be down, but you love me to heaven. Love me to heaven, baby.
I would just call this a subtle, stylized flip. To get this flip, you just want to keep it quick and clean. And use the flip sporadically, mostly in transition notes.
Love me to heaven, baby.
It's subtle, and you're really just trying to keep the style fresh and add a little personality. So now I want to go back to timeless classic rock. Let's talk about Alanis Morrissette and the Cranberries. And I'm lumping them together on purpose because in some ways they're very similar. In Hand in My Pocket, Alanis uses the flip to express emotional friction.
I'm broke, but I'm happy. I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy. Yeah.
It's raw. It's intentionally messy.
I'm high, but I'm grounded. I'm sane, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful, baby.
It really embodies rebellion because her flip is so angsty.
And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine.
She compresses her voice with a lot of tension, and then when she releases it, it bursts open with emotional force.
'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a high five.
For the Cranberries, the vocal flip is their signature sound. It's how I identify them as the Cranberries.
But you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, they are fighting.
Similar tension in the chest voice, releasing into her head voice with force, but it's more haunting.
In your head,
She uses her Irish roots by including the flip's Irish folk quality, and it's instantly recognizable. Yep, that's the Cranberries. Okay, let's listen to one more example, and then we're going to talk about how to flip your voice. Debbii Dawson. Debbii Dawson brings a retro indie vibe to her flip technique.
You killed the music, left me in ruins.
Her voice often starts with a soft, clean, chest-placed tone, and then it flips up, and it's beautiful.
Wrapped up in quiet, poisoned with silence.
She's using the flip as a core element of her vocal identity, not just momentary choices.
You killed the music, made me feel foolish, put out my fire, major to minor.
Her tone is fragile, which pulls the song along emotionally, so really the flip becomes the mood of the song. Okay, so now that you're familiar with the sound of a vocal flip and several purposes for the vocal flip, how do you find it and how do you use it in your voice? Well, first of all, it's actually very easy to find. You just need to find the break in your voice. So sing a scale slowly, like in your vocal warm-ups, and find where the crack in your voice is. Ah. That's my flip point. Where your voice naturally breaks or cracks between chest voice and head voice is your flip point. Second, be intentional. Think about our examples. Are you going for vulnerability? Are you going for tension? Are you going for a certain emotion, brand identity, or just polished pop? Third, don't be afraid to change the key. I've done an entire episode on this. Your key is literally the key to making this work. You want to choose a key that places that vocal flip exactly where you want it to be. So if it's an emotional phrase, for example, that flip has to come on the right note. Jesus, take the wheel, because that is the sweet spot to add personality to your voice. And fourth, and I say this a lot, record yourself. Try singing it multiple ways, with and without the flip. Try putting the flip in certain places and listen back and decide which one will help your listeners feel something in your song. So my final thoughts. The vocal flip is not a crack in your voice. It's not a mistake. It's a very intentional, stylistic superpower that you can use. And when you use it intentionally, it helps you tell stories. It helps you build your identity. It keeps your vocal recordings dynamic and engaging and full of emotion. If this video helped you, please consider liking it and subscribing to this channel. Another video on stylistic technique is coming right up. So I'll see you there. And until then, just keep singing.